Hey there everyone, I'm Chaz Marler from Pair of Dice Paradise, joined once again by my occasional co-hostess, V-Bug.
Hi!
It is, as always, a pleasure to have you join us today, V-Bug.
Yes.
Your confidence is overwhelming. You may recall that in a recent episode, I mentioned that we've had a few game deliveries that we haven't opened yet because we were going to open them on camera. And we just kind of got busy with life and everything and haven't opened them. And now there's so many of them to open, it got kind of embarrassing that there's this backlog of games that we ordered but didn't actually even open yet that I did not know if we even wanted to open them on camera anymore. But then at Origins, a group of people that you see here encouraged me to just embarrass myself and open them anyway. So this is the second one.
I like embarrassing him.
Great. All right, would you like the honors of opening up the box?
Sure. Why do you never give me like a knife or something?
Maybe I'll give you a blowtorch next time. You could burn the box into submission.
It would melt the games.
Unless the packing peanuts are fireproof.
Fireproof packing peanuts will protect the games.
What if the games were in fireproof boxes? So while V-Bug is opening this box, I actually want to thank all the people that I did meet at Origins, because you were awesome.
This is a weird packing peanut.
Dun dun dun!
I can't stick it to your face.
Good. All right, here's the first game in this month's box, the fantastic game Thanos Rising by USAopoly. So why was Thanos Rising in our box? Well, Thanos Rising is a recent game from USAopoly.
Wait, doesn't this have a giant Thanos head in it?
It has a whole Thanos figurine in it. It's a big Thanos, like this big. It's a big Thanos figure that sits on the middle of the table.
Why?
It points at different locations that Thanos is going to attack, and you have to stop him at.
Doesn't he just do it all at once?
Well,
he was on the planet. You can just place that figurine on the planet.
I think it goes without saying that Thanos does not think his plans through that well. Thanos isn't too bright. So why did this game find its way into our board game collection this month? Well, because this game may seem like just a, big box office movie tie-in, and you might think that it stinks like feet, but no, this game actually has gotten pretty darn decent reviews, and it's pretty fun.
And it smells pretty nice.
So this game may just seem like a big box office movie tie-in with a lot of big eye candy with figures on the table and very minimal gameplay, but it's actually a pretty darn decent game. It seems to offer some pretty interesting choices. It's a good family weight game, and it has lots of dice and big pretty gems in it.
I can lift it. It's not family weight.
Are you the type of person who wants to know even a little bit more about Thanos Rising? Fine. Okay, here's a little bit more information about this game called Thanos Rising. Thanos Rising is a cooperative dice game for 2 to 4 players. And in the game, players recruit different heroes from the Marvel Universe and then assemble them in little teams to face off against Thanos and his villainous forces, who are trying to collect all 6 Infinity Stones to generally just make things really difficult for everyone. Building on the strengths and synergies of the characters in the team that they assemble will be critical in securing a victory for the players. Overall, I have really enjoyed playing this game. All right, so that is Thanos Rising, the first game in this month's game delivery that we're adding to our collection. Little V-Bug, please give me the next game.
Oh goodness, this shrink wrap.
Ooh, yes. This is Decrypto, a really fun puzzly party game from Yellow Games. Decrypto is a word game in which you're trying to get your fellow teammates to guess a series of different words based on the clues that you give them. But your opponents are listening in on your clues and trying to use those against you to also guess the words that you have. But even with that explanation, it's actually not quite as straightforward as that. There's a few more wrinkles to this game, which actually made it, to be honest, it did have a little bit of a learning curve when we got started playing it, but once we all had that aha moment and we knew what we were doing, it unlocked the game's full potential and we really had a lot of fun with it. Perhaps this game would do a little bit better just describing itself. So here's some words and pictures directly from Decrypto to explain this game a little bit further. Now, Decrypto is a really cool little word game in which players compete in 2 teams, each trying to correctly interpret the coded messages presented to them by their own teammates, while simultaneously trying to crack the codes that they are intercepting from their opponents. In my experience, Decrypto has a little bit of a learning curve to kind of figure out some of the subtle nuances of how to play, but it is well worth doing because once you figure out this game, it is fantastic. Highly recommend it. Alright, so that's Decrypto, a really fun word party game that I highly recommend, and the next game in this month's box.
I think this is the last one.
The last one? Here we go. The game finale. Hey, hey, hey! It's way hey hey of the Panda hey hey. Admit it, that was cool.
Yeah, Dad, you're cool.
This is Way of the Panda from Simon Games. This is a game full of little plastic bits and pieces and pagodas and pandas, as many games from Simon are apt to be, but this game, unlike a lot of other Simon games, is not all about the little fidgety panda pieces that fall all over your table and rumble across the scenery. This is almost more of a Euro-y, thinky type game. Way of the Panda is a worker placement game in which players control 3 different types of figures: monks, merchants, and warriors, and each one has their own special powers and abilities. And then they use these adorable little panda figures in a worker placement environment, choosing their actions to move around the board, build buildings, train their characters in fighting and gaining wisdom, and doing other general actions as well. I think one of the standout mechanisms of this game is the action selection board, in which players can only select actions further down the list than what they have already picked, making the timing of not only what you do, but when you do it, just as important.
I didn't hear anything.
Yeah. So that is Way of the Panda, the third and final game that we'll be adding to our board game collection this month, along with Decrypto and Thanos Rising. Hey, I want to know which of these games you have added to your collection, if any, and which one you like best.
I added all of these to my collection because they're all mine.
But the box was addressed to me.
I am your heir.
Fine, I'll will them to you if you want me to. So join us soon for another video in which we will be demonstrating which games we're adding to our collective estate. And in the meantime, for more board game news, reviews, and commentary, be sure to subscribe and add in the comments below anything about these games you would like to mention. Do you think that Thanos Rising is more than just a big blockbuster movie IP tie-in cash grab? Do you think Decrypto is a party game that is worth getting over the learning curve and really getting into? And do you think that Way of the Panda is really something new from Simon, or just more of the same from that company? Let me know all your thoughts, your dreams, your aspirations in the comments. In the meantime, I've been Chaz Marler, along with my occasional co-hostess V-Bug. Thank you for watching, and we'll talk to you again real soon.
Mine.
Do you want to know what this game's all about?
No. And it smells pretty nice, but we have to actually open it and shrink wrap it to smell it. We'll update you on how it smells.
Certainly, yeah, we'll be sure to do that. It's a good family weight game, and it has lots of dice and big pretty gems in it.
I can lift it. It's not family weight. I don't think I can lift you. Yeah, it's not family weight.
This is a less than family weight game. Unless it's full of helium.